Hello, beautiful and wonderful viewers. You're welcome to today's episode on the Cozy Chat Show. This show is proudly brought to you by Sika Gold Cosmetics. If you are feeling my skin and you're loving it, just contact 0548 399 794. 0548 399 794. And this show is sponsored by Palm Media College. If you want to know anything about directing, graphic designing, anything media, just locate them at Chito T Junction. Without much ado, we are digging right into the show. I have with me my beautiful guest in the studio, and I have here on my far right, Madam Lisa and Madam Esther and Mr. Manasseh. So last week we were talking about toxic relationships, and toxic relationships was a very broad topic. So under the toxic relationship today, we are talking about abuse. What is abuse? What is abuse, Mr. Manasseh?
All right, so thanks for having me here. And I want to say that, as you said earlier, that abuse is broad, it's a wide topic. So if you want to dive into abuse, I would say it's a harmful pattern of behavior that maybe an individual takes in charge of another and then will hold in position of another. So abuse basically is trying to take control of somebody's freedom. Yeah, I would say.
Okay. Trying to take control of someone's freedom is basically termed as abuse. What are some types of abuses that we have going on in our society these days, Madam Esther?
All right. So, as abuse has been explained, the types of abuse going on in the society right now mostly is physical abuse that entails this inflicting physical pain on the individual. And then we have emotional or psychological abuse. We also have verbal abuse and the others. Yeah.
Oh, so there are so many types of abuse. So can we know some of the causes or the triggers of this abuse thing, Madam Lisa?
Okay, so they have mentioned it all, but I think what I did not hear is sexual abuse, which is, I would say, one of the common one that a lot of people go through. And causes of abuse, sometimes, people hurt people not because there is a reason. So you can't right now say that that is the cause why I slapped somebody, but I would say that low self-esteem, I keep saying that if you're not confident enough or believe enough in yourself, somebody else can feel that, oh yes, I have the right to do anything to you. So one of the cause I would say is that low self-esteem. If I'm not confident enough in myself, let's say with verbal abuse, for example, if I keep telling myself that I'm not beautiful, I'm not nice, I can't do this, I can't do that. If somebody is doing the same thing to me, it's an abuse, but it's as if I have accepted it already. Do you get it? So low self-esteem is one of the causes that I see that like it triggers abuse a lot when you are not confident enough or you don't believe in yourself enough.
Wow. Okay. Manasseh wants to add something. So.
And then also, we didn't pay attention to financial abuse. Most people don't pay attention to this very aspect.
Okay.
We speak about the common ones, the sexual abuse, the physical abuse, the verbal abuse, and then all that. But financial abuse is something people don't pay attention to. People don't know whether there is anything even called financial abuse. There are situations where somebody can take control of your financial resources.
Oh, yes.
All right? And the person is handling the financial resources at your expense. You don't get access to what you've toiled for. You are being abused financially. And as wives are being taken for granted, their finances are handled by their husbands, which we don't so much dive into. People don't pay so much attention to. It's also an abuse. Yes.
Okay, we are talking about abuse generally, but I want us to relate it to relationships. Okay, so who and what type of people can suffer abuse in relationships? Madam Esther.
Well, as Madam Nita said, people with low self-esteem, they really suffer those kind of things. And then people who don't, I don't know if they don't notice red flags or they are just okay with it. So those people really suffer from abuse. You see this person is jealous, he's too intimidating, he does this and that to you. And it's a red flag, major ones, but then you are used to it or you just ignore it. So people who ignore red flags really suffer from abuse, and people who are from homes that things like that goes on, that think abuse is normal, they are in the relationship suffering from it and they are okay. Yeah.
So if I'm cohabiting with my man right now, or let's say I go and visit my boyfriend and then he decides to lock me in the room and go out, is that an abuse too?
Yes, it's that's an abuse, like to the ISS team, because you are limiting the person. You don't want. Why would you even lock me in the room at the first place?
Well, maybe he's just protecting me. I feel that he's protecting me from I don't know what.
And I
But
think that person has a low self-esteem, because if you know who you are, you wouldn't let someone lock you just saying that I'm protecting you. Nah, it's
I feel that, if you are naive, it's most likely that you always get abused by people. If you're not privileged enough to acquire more knowledge about certain things when it comes to relationship. Now, if I'm naive, I don't know much about relationship. I'm in a new relationship and the person is nice, kind, and all loving. Everything that person says I should do is what I will do. Do you get it? Sometimes we get abused and we don't even know that we are being abused in a relationship. Okay, the person lock you up. It might feel like, okay, it's okay to you. But if you don't stop it, it will get to a point where to even go out, you have to ask for permission. So when somebody keeps locking you up because you're in a relationship, the person will lock you up, go on and come back. It's not normal. It's abuse. So that's why you need to talk for yourself. But when you keep quiet, then you now get to a stage where if you want to go out, you need permission. Argument, they'll start slapping you, physical abuse and all those things, arguments, verbal abuse. So me, I see it that if you are in such a relationship that somebody will lock you up because he or she feels that they have rights or control over you, it's not the best. It's abuse, and you need to talk for yourself and just, if things are not working out, you walk out. That is it. From the
so
relationship.
I want to know what are some of the reasons why, or what are some of the reasons couples go through this abuse stages. What are some triggers? Yeah, relating it now to the relationship. So, like, what are some of the triggers that causes this abuse in relationships? Mr. Manasseh, can you help us?
So before I speak more on the causes of it, I want to talk about what Lisa said.
Okay.
So this is love we are talking about. This is a relationship we are talking about. So when you are in a relationship, you know love is involved.
Yeah.
And then the beginning of these very relationships becomes rosy. All right. Most people don't exhibit these abusive character traits. It gets along the line before they are able to showcase them. Behavior sometimes are being suppressed. So someone can hide his or her abusive nature. I'm saying his or her because ladies can equally be abusive. This is a relationship we are talking about.
Yeah.
So somebody hides his or her abusive nature. And then when you are far into the relationship and you find it very progressive, then he exhibits it or she exhibits it. Okay, so these things, people hold it inside because they feel, all right, I trust him. He wasn't like that. He's going to change. She wasn't like that. She will change a long time. And then it doesn't happen. So you're still in it. You are still holding on. Now, these are some of the triggers I think are the causes for abuse. All right, sometimes people are on substance abuse. People taking hard liquor. People taking weed, any other substances, and then they feel that, okay, I'm high, I could do whatever I want to do. All right. And then also, in addition to that, people are trained from cultural backgrounds to be dominatory. That I am a man, I could say whatever I want to say to my woman and she has to listen. I'm a woman, that I could say whatever I want to say to my man and she has to listen. So people have been trained from this. This is like intergenerational. It moves from one generation to another. So for my house, I have learned that whatever my dad says, mom, lie down, and she lies down. That he bring out the money, then he brings it out. So these kind of things are embedded in children from childhood, and then at the long run, they tend to exhibit it in their personal relationships. Yeah, I think these are some of the causes, the triggers.
So to add to that, being overprotective can also be one of the causes. Because if I'm into somebody, I don't want to see the person with any other person. And being overprotective is somehow linked to obsession. When somebody is obsessed with you, I keep saying, it's likely that the person will always abuse you if you are not careful. When somebody is obsessed with you, the person is overprotective. Because if she's out or if he's out, I'm in the house thinking, this person is definitely with someone. Or maybe we are in a relationship, I said, I'm stepping out. I'll come by 12. Now it's 1 o'clock, I'm still in the town. 2 o'clock, I'm still in the town. When I come back, it will be like, where have you been? So it means that I went out to do something else that took more of the time. By the time you realize arguments and you start slapping each other and all that. So being overprotective and being obsessed with somebody too can cause abuse.
So, is it ideal? Is it ideal for someone to be in a relationship and have friends outside of his or her relationships, and that would be a problem to their spouses?
Yes, if you're in a relationship and you have too much friends, like let's say I'm in a relationship with somebody and I have so many male friends, then every day I keep telling my partner that I'm in Kofi's house, tomorrow I'm in Kojo's house, the day again I'm in Kweku's house. It definitely my partner will not be okay with that. You get it? And relationship, sometimes people take relationships, friendship more like serious than the relationship that they are inside. Seriously, bestie. Do you get it? Because some guys, the reason why sometimes some of the abuse, you can't blame the other person is that you see, you just mentioned something about relationship, bestie. We ladies sometimes we don't understand each other. Like, I don't know. But a lady can be so obsessed with the bestie and the girlfriend, the boyfriend and Kasa will be somewhere hanging. You get it?
It probably means that she's getting something from her bestie that is not getting from the boyfriend. So
leave your man and stick to your bestie. It's so simple.
How simple?
You can't keep the two. No, you can't keep the two. You can't keep the two. That is why I always say obsession is deadly. Because you can be in a relationship with somebody and still be obsessed with another person. That one is cool. Like it's no. Don't get me wrong.
She wants to say something.
Okay. Well, I don't know from which angle we are looking at this thing. Being in a relationship and having friends, I don't think it's something that should call for like arguments or anything. It's good to have friends. So you cannot say because I'm into a relationship, I'm not going to have friends.
No, you can have friends, but not too much.
I don't get it too much.
So it's me and I have friends. You are trying to say
you are in a relationship and you have so many male friends, or maybe
you have trust issues. Does it mean you have trust issues? Yeah. Manasseh wants to say something.
I want to speak on that because that sounds like insecurity.
Okay.
So I always lay emphasis on the basis of the relationship. How did it start?
Okay.
When you met her, was she the friendship type?
Yeah.
Was she already having these male friends when you met her? So you need to base this sort of understandings. The progressive nature of a relationship should be on the basis of how it started. Your partner, do you know her so well? Do you know him so well? Is this an introvert, extrovert? Does this person like going out or not? Does she like hanging out or not? So if at the long run, this very person is the type that hangs out mostly, and then you are the one coming in now to curtail that area, to hold it up, she can't go out again, then there's going to be a problem.
I don't agree with that.
Why?
Seriously.
Okay,
No, because
let's
honestly,
say,
if-
I don't
let's
agree
say,
with them.
wait, let's say, I have everything running for myself. I have my business, I have my shop, and I go to work every day. I have customers coming in and they call me, and sometimes, you meet customers not
Yeah.
necessarily because you had anything to do with them, and then your spouse tells you that, I don't like seeing you around these customers of yours, so I don't even want you to go to shop in the first place anymore.
That is a different angle you are coming from. Now let me tell you the reason why I don't agree with this too.
Okay.
If you are in a relationship with somebody,
Mm-hmm.
if you accept that you want to be in a relationship, it means that you are ready to adjust.
Okay.
You are ready to learn. You are ready to adapt certain things that you are not, like if me alone there, this thing I don't care, but somebody else is in the picture, so that person to deserve the respect. Now let's come to the friendship zone thing. I'm in a relationship with a man, and I have so many male friends. Now when he needs my attention, I said I'm with this person, so I can't. Or always I'm picking a phone call saying that my friend. It doesn't really make guys, let's say, okay, let me say guys like this, they know each other, just like we the ladies do, we know each other. I'm never going to be cool with the fact that my boyfriend will tell me that, oh, let's say it's evening time, I'm hanging out with my female friends and I'll be in the room or in the house alone sleeping. I will never be cool with that. So I don't expect him to be cool with me having male friends. Ciao. Do you get it? So there is something wrong with friendship, having too many friends. If I'm saying that female friends, it's cool. Oh. Having one or two male friends, 3, it's okay. But at what level will you take that to? That is where something like arguments, abuse, verbal abuse, and those things. Because at what level will you send a friendship to?
Viewers.
So me, I can't agree with this. Seriously.
Viewers.
I can't agree with
Do
this.
you agree with what Lisa is saying?
No,
She's just trying to say that if you are in a relationship, you don't have to have friends outside of the relationship.
No, you can have, but not too much.
It's the same
No,
thing.
wait.
No. Some people do it.
Wait.
The reason why I'm coming. Do you know something? There was a time a guy friend of mine called me, and he was like, he doesn't know what to do because his lady is always out. Every evening she's out, and she's always around guys. Today this guy will drop her, another day when he asks, and you be like, oh, my friend. So me, that's why I have issue. Like, that's what the problem is.
So it means that maybe the lady is an outgoing type and the man is not ready to be taking her out the way she wants.
But once you accept to be in a relationship,
But you adjust to everything in the relationship.
You are building a relationship to build a home one day.
Okay.
You are in a relationship. Of course, maybe you are in a relationship for fun. Because if I'm in a relationship with you and it's a serious relationship that we will get married, are you telling me that when we are married, you'll be going out whilst their kids starts people?
Here comes jealousy.
Now, yes, here comes the jealousy. Once you accept to be in a relationship,
wants to also express herself.
Once you accept to be in a relationship, you need to cut certain things off.
Okay.
Yes, certain
Seriously.
things, not all things. There are
No,
there are things that you are used to it, and when you begin to suppress it, and then it gets a time, and now you are bringing yourself out, then it becomes a problem. It becomes an issue. So I think, like my brother just said, the relationship should be on solid basis. Like, you should know the person. Me, I like male friends because I've had experience with female friends, and even my mom had issues with. So I've seen so many scenarios with this lady friend issues. So I don't do girlfriend, I do male friend. So if we are dating and then I tell you that, oh, this is me, and then you can't handle it, well, if that is love setting, I would cut it, maybe if it's used to be 10, let me make it 7. And you are still not okay with it. And I think I cannot sacrifice my happiness for that. And I have to look for someone who is compatible, like someone that would understand. So it's not everything that you put aside and you now become like, even that alone is an abuse. Like,
It's
Let me-
not
let me-
it's an
let me-
abuse.
let me-
Like,
So,
you're
it's
not
a-
doing it.
it's
understand
an
what I'm
abuse.
saying, honestly, because having a couple of friends in a relationship wouldn't be bad. Okay, having a couple. You are saying having many male friends
Like
as
too
a
much
female,
of
too much.
friendship. Yes.
That's what you're
Too
saying.
much of friendship.
Too much of friendship. Okay, fair enough. Where are the guy's friends? Where are his female friends as well? He actually has them as well. He decided not to. All right. That is not because he's adapting or
That's what he's
adjusting.
saying here, like, let's do
Oh
it
yeah. So
together,
when you
balance.
were
Yes.
comparing, you laid emphasis on the opposite because you're a female. So I was doing. I'm now also doing the same. Okay.
No, you didn't.
But let's look at this.
Mm-hmm.
This is the genesis of abuse.
You okay?
All right. The feeling of she needs to do whatever I ask her to do.
Yeah.
He needs to do whatever I ask him to do. Like, why are you not adjusting to our terms and conditions of the relationship? This is the beginning of abuse. I don't know whether you're understanding me. There should be mutual consensus in these sort of relationships. And I keep laying emphasis on the fact that if you really know whoever you're in a relationship with perfectly, I know you can never know an individual in wholesome,
Yeah.
but some basic stuff you should know from the early stages of your relationship.
So let's say you met me as an artist, and I do travels and take a lot of pictures with people, almost a celeb or celebrity kind of person, and then we start dating. You knew me that this is the kind of person I am, and then we start dating and you tell me that I'm having too many friends, I'm traveling too much, and
So there is
so
no
on
need.
and so off. Like, what do you want me to do?
That is why you don't get into relationship. You see, the first example that you made about the business something, I said
Yeah.
you are coming from a different angle. Now, if I'm a business person and let's say you're an actress and we start a relationship and you don't like what I do, there is no need for me to go on with you. Relax. If I'm an actress, we start the talking stage and you tell me that I'm not in support of you acting. I don't want you to act, but that's what I want to do. For me to be me, I won't enter the relationship. Do you get it? I will not enter the relationship. But if I ignore what you said and I enter, let's say you warned me about it. I didn't take it serious. I didn't step back. I decided to push for the relationship. We get married. And now you said I have to stop. That is where the argument will come. So from the beginning stage, know who you want to be with so that the trust will be there. If you find somebody that is okay with you, that, oh, okay, you're an actress, go on, do your thing. I trust you. I know when you go out there, you are just going to do your work. It's fine.
You know, there are people there like that
It's
who will
fine.
tell you that I agree that you are an actress and I'll support you and everything.
know.
But the moment you get into the relationship,
Then
everything
they change.
changes.
Everybody, their situation change people.
So how do you deal with that?
Good. So here is the thing. Now, if I said I'm an actress, you said, oh, you are okay with it. So we start dating, and maybe 1 or 2 years, then you start showing me shaggy that you can't go out, you can't go and shoot. Me, like Lisa, I'll just walk away. Because I won't be there. I won't be there.
Simple as that.
No, do you know, that is
You
why I
don't
keep
just
saying
walk out
that
of a
thing.
relationship.
That is why I'm saying that thing. Do you know, we are talking about abuse.
I understand.
Yes, good. We are talking about abuse. Now, you are not okay with the work that I do. You see, like she said, meeting clients and all that. Now, I used to, or let me say, I'm still dealing with home appliances. We do delivery to people and all that. This is my work. So I say that, oh, I'm going to deliver an item to a customer. I'll be back home late. You said, oh, I can't. No. You start shouting, you start blah, 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 blah. It means that you are not in support of what I'm doing, which is my work that is feeding me.
So you
So
are going
clearly-
to go out of the relationship.
Let me-
But you remember in our last discussion that it is quite difficult to get out of a toxic
relationship,
So
yes.
how are you saying that?
That
so
is what I'm saying
simply?
from the beginning.
He wants
From
to
the
say
beginning, from
something.
the beginning, you should be able to identify certain things like this to avoid problem in the future.
Okay. Mr. Manasseh,
Yes. So, reacting to Lisa's submissions, all right, speaking pertaining to if she was in the shoe, she would just take a step back.
Okay.
This is love we are talking about. It's not a game. This is not mama ne dada, as we usually say in our local dialect. This is not a game. All right, things don't just happen and you take a step back.
Okay.
People give themselves chances. People give spouses, partners chances. That is the relationship we're talking about. Human beings get hurt, they get healed, and go back to the same place and get hurt again. That is a human nature. That is what we are made of. That is blood and water for you. So if maybe along the line, there are character traits that are popping up, why do you think people have difficulty in coming out of toxic relationships? Some are very aware of what is happening, but it is difficult to come out because he or she feels that I am in love.
So
We are just going
wait.
back to what I said.
Oh, no.
When you want to enter into a relationship, you should be ready to adjust or adapt to certain things you are not used to.
No.
He just said it too. Like you see what the
Okay, so wait. Let me ask this question. So do you think love and abuse are are in sync, work together? Because people say I'm in love, that is why they enjoy the abuse, or that is why they are not able to go out of it.
That's madness. You cannot do like you cannot. I don't know. Love is a big thing we all know.
Well, people say love is sweet when there's abuse, because after the guy slaps you and your face is swollen, he will buy shawarma and pizza and bring it
That's
to you.
if you don't know yourself. If you don't know yourself, like if you don't have that high self-esteem, that is when you think that abuse, toxic relationship is sweet, because after he hits you, he now comes with flowers and then gives you things. No. You don't know yourself. Like if you value yourself, you would think your mom would watch you come home with half face swollen. Now she will be like, this the person I gave birth to, and then she will be feeling bad. Nah, you don't have to be like, you even have to consider people around you. Not only you thinking that you are in love. Times you need counseling. You have to go outside the relationship, seek support, and then if you think you can, with their help, you can still stay in the relationship, fine. But me, I only advise you to stay in the relationship. My brother was saying that you give people chances. I want to ask, like, how many times do you give people chances and you are getting hurt and you are giving someone chance and he keeps hurting you? How many times do you give?
Sometimes you have to just walk away.
So,
You just
what
have
I
to
was,
go.
What I was saying was that
away.
the emphasis I wanted to lay was that it's not that easy to step out. All right? It's not as if you should keep staying there until you eventually one day lose your life. No.
Yeah.
But it's not just easy as we are saying it, step out, move out. No, it doesn't happen like that.
I'm saying from the beginning stage.
From the beginning stage.
Yes.
My
You should-
viewers.
You should
Listen
move out.
now, we are communicating.
My viewers.
We are communicating about something, and we realize that we are not we disagree with each other from the beginning stage. Just know that
You
things
continue.
will not- yes,
Why do you
continue? That's what I mean.
Why do
When
you
step
try
back.
to build something that
Come on,
already
let's
already?
understand this.
Okay,
Let's
relax.
understand this. There
Hold
can
on.
never be a relationship, all right? A healthy one, without bantering of words.
So that is where I come in.
No, so you're just saying right now, some few minutes ago,
What I'm
that
saying
when you
is
realize
that-
there are disagreements, you step
Relax.
back.
Viewers.
We can't just get on the basis of that.
What I'm
You
saying
can
is
see
that-
what
I'm
is
saying
going on here. This show is very, very interactive, and my ladies and my gentlemen out there, if you are in a relationship and they are giving it to you boss and your face is swollen and they bring you shawarma, please, it's not love. Just walk out. And yes, the beginning stages are also very, very, very important. I mean, very, very, very crucial. Yes, so the beginning stages, however the relationship started, whatever foundation the relationship is built on, that is what will linger on in the months or days coming. So you should take that very, very serious. We are talking about abuse. What are some of the impacts this abuse puts on the victims? What are some yeah.
Yeah. So, thank you, Sika. Okay.
You're welcome.
So, when we're talking about abuse and its impact, enormous, very, very big.
Very big.
Very, very big. And I just want to touch on one that people pay less attention to, which escalates big, is the psychological and emotional trauma, the pain that comes psychologically inside. You know, people have the tendency of receiving these things and keeping it, especially the verbal abuse. You know, the beginning of most abuse is the verbal one, an insult. There's something we say in the local dialect, ewe, it is not on you.
Oh,
it is not
okay.
written on you as an abuse. All right? Somebody insults me, and after all, nobody sees the insult on me. Then you receive it. The more it comes, the more you receive it in, then it becomes to torture you. All right? It becomes to emotionally damage you. You sleep and you think, why would Kojo tell me I am mad? Why would Kweku tell me I am this? Then with these thoughts, it starts to disturb your productivity in active duty, active life. Then you are suffering. So psychologically, emotionally, these impacts are very, very huge. And then when it moves from there, and then it's not been curtailed, hold back and controlled, it becomes something else.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Somebody can actually commit suicide because of abuse.
So okay, how do we get away from all of this psychological and emotional abuse or impact it's having on our daily lives?
Let's always say, know yourself, know who you are. Be confident enough to stand for yourself, speak for yourself. If you are quiet, a lot of things will go wrong. If you are quiet, if somebody is abusing you and you are quiet, a lot of things will go wrong. So speak. Even if you can't talk or defend yourself, talk to somebody. Tell the person that this is what is going on with you. Seek help. But if you, example, we are talking about relationship and abuse. And sexual abuse is something that, when somebody is being abused sexually, especially if the person is naive, the person doesn't have much knowledge about this sex thing, it can take the person years to heal. It can take the person years to heal, especially the girl child. Once that person, is likely that even in a relationship, it will still affect the intimacy aspect, the sexual aspect with her partner or his partner. So if you know that you are being abused by someone, speak for yourself.
Or even
Deal
if there's
with it.
something going on and you feel like you don't understand, this
Yes.
is not a regular thing.
Yes.
You should seek.
She spoke about counseling.
Yeah.
Even if it's not about just talk to somebody. Talk to somebody about it. Don't die there. Talk to
Not
somebody.
just anybody. though.
Yes, not just anybody.
Yeah.
No, not just anybody. But we all have that one particular person that we
That you
talk
know
to.
that, oh,
You know that this person, no matter what, she got me.
Makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We all know that you have that one particular person. But you know, some people, like people that are overthinkers, like my good self, it's hardly to talk to somebody about your issues.
Yeah.
No matter how close you are to people, sometimes you keep things to yourself. And such people, you just need to develop the confidence and stand up for yourself. If you can't let somebody do it for you, just
Sometimes I just feel that maybe you should also seek the counsel of the police. Okay, you want to walk out of the relationship. It's an abusive relationship, but the person keeps threatening you. If you walk out, I think statistics shows that a lot of people are not able to go out of abusive relationships because the very day or the very moment they tell the guy, I don't want this relationship anymore, that is when they receive the bitter beatings of their life, which keeps holding them back. So if you have finally made your decision to walk out of the relationship, go to the police station and make a complaint. I am in an abusive relationship. This guy has been torturing me. This lady has been torturing me. And if I tell him I want to leave, this is what he's going to do. So I need help. And I don't think the police would
I think that's
I
a
want
good
to
thing.
add up to
Yeah.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want to add up to what you're saying.
Okay.
You know, the first stage of avoiding abuse is self-conviction.
Okay.
All right. If you are not able to understand personally that I'm being
Yeah.
abused, you can't take the step.
They said identifying the problem is
Exactly.
also a solution.
That's
so
right.
yeah.
I don't want it to be as if you are behind the screen and we are talking about be courageous and then take a step. No, let's put ourselves into the
Yeah,
shoes of these
exactly.
people. It doesn't just take
Yeah.
a minute to gather that very courage to say, I'm being abused and then I want to stop it. It takes a whole lot of time. It takes a whole lot of courage one step at a time to be able to identify that, oh Lord, damn, what am I doing?
Yeah.
No,
I have experienced this before.
Exactly.
I have experienced this before, and it took me 3 years to be able to walk out of an abusive
Yes,
relationship.
so
And
I
you
don't
know,
want it to be
the
as
person
if-
keeps threatening you. It's not.
No.
It is not until
get
you
it?
are in it. That is why I
Being
said.
in a toxic relationship, you know you are suffering. You ask people that, oh, this is what is going on. They will tell you that, my dear, you will die.
Have you been threatened that when you are leaving the
as I'm saying,
relationship?
okay.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. That
Let's
you go to
educate
the
them rather.
police.
That's
Yes,
yes.
that is what I'm saying.
I love that.
It is not easy to come out of an abusive
Exactly,
relationship.
it's not.
It is not. So
Come on.
you out there going through the abusive relationship, you are doing well by being alive. But being alive and still in that situation is not enough. Like I said, the best place to go is the police station. Talk to someone at the police station. They have jobs to domestic violence and victim support. They have different institutions and units at the police station that will help your situation. Give, how do they even call, set boundary for the guy. Maybe if they see him 10 meters closer to you or something, he will be arrested. And then you also seek for, they will take you through counseling processes.
Because that's your man we are talking about.
Yes, that is my man. I won't sit down and my man will kill me. Like I told you, it took 3 years. What if I died in that 3 years?
There are people watching us right now.
Do you understand?
I just want us to be weighing all options. I don't want it to be
Wait,
as if...
so
You are
no,
doing-
Manasseh, she's not doing it to arrest the guy or put the guy behind bars. She's doing it to safeguard herself from the guy attacking her later.
Okay.
And same way, if you are a guy and a lady is doing this to you, please don't see yourself as a weakling going to the police station to lodge complaint.
I want to ask a question.
Yeah, sure.
We have few minutes.
Are you
We'll be
telling me
rounding
that-
up the show in a bit.
Are you telling me that
Mhm.
if your younger sister is in a relationship where she's been beaten every day, you will tell her that, girl, that's your man. You can't go and arrest him or something. Or to take time, she needs time to get out from that relationship.
Okay.
Before you answer, let me tell you that. Look,
It's getting hotter.
is abuse, especially physical abuse. There is nothing like, oh, that is my partner. If it's necessary, arrest that person. You won't die. Oh, you won't die.
All right, so in answering the question, whether my sister or maybe a relative is being abused, I would encourage the individual to still stay in the relationship or not. You know, I made emphasis on this, saying that is your man you're arresting, because people are actually going through this. I'm just giving an eye-opener that whoever is in a situation like that, and you are still feeling that this is your man. Yes, I understand. That is your man. You get it?
Yeah.
And then always stay positive to yourself. Okay? Always stay positive to yourself. And then it means staying positive. People pay so much attention to the word love, and I'm bringing it back again.
Yeah.
You know, these things we are just seated here saying, picking up scenarios, all right? And then people are in this, watching us.
Yeah.
People are actually experiencing it day to day. Right? And then they have all these imaginations we're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, somebody thinks that, oh, I need to go to the police station. That's right.
Yeah.
I have to take a step to the police station.
Yeah.
And again, the person thinks, who feeds me after that?
Well, that is a different topic.
Self-esteem.
That is a different topic.
No self-esteem. That's why I keep
You know, what I'm saying is that,
no self-esteem.
So you think it's
So you are in it because, yes.
Move.
No.
So
listen.
you are in it because you
Listen,
feel
what
that
I'm
you
saying
don't
is
have
that-
any
what I'm
other
saying is that-
person.
what I'm saying is
That
that-
is what you are trying
what
to
I'm
say.
saying is that people have a whole lot of reasons for not moving to the police station.
Yes.
Oh, no, I don't know whether you're understanding me.
You are gaining and you
Yes.
are killing you are
People have a whole lot of reasons why they are not taking that bold step.
Okay.
about yourself.
Yes.
You even mean nothing.
I
to
always
yourself.
say that.
It's not that.
Yes.
That is not
Yes.
it.
I always say that.
The
Wait.
willpower.
Wait, I always say that until you take a step, you don't know what is before you or what is awaiting you. If you think that you are gaining something from the person, that is why you are still in that relationship, please, you don't know what is waiting outside for you. Someone might be waiting outside to give you all that you ever needed on a silver platter. Please take risk, because you are already in a risk.
Yes.
Take that risk and then go out and save yourself. Last words to our viewers watching out there.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much. And I want to say that whoever has been abused, abuse is not a good thing. All right, it is very bad. And as I initially said, the first step of leaving any abusive or toxic relationship is self-conviction.
Yeah.
Identify it yourself. There may be hindrances. Other valuable thoughts may pass through your head. And then reasons why you feel you cannot take that bold step. My brother, my sister, do that and save your life in the early stages. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So do that and save your life. Identify the problem. Work out to save your life.
Yeah. So my last word to everybody out there is that you always have to set boundaries for yourself. Don't let people do things that you wouldn't allow even your parents to do to you just because you're in a relationship. So set boundaries. Don't allow them cross it. Yes, and always detect red flags during the initial stage of the relationship. Don't ignore it. Like a person is he's too jealous, he doesn't want you to go out, he locks you inside, all those things. Just imagine relationship, then when it enters into marriage, what's going to happen to you? So just look at it and then do yourself the right thing. Save yourself. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so my last words.
So you've been good there.
Whoever is in an abusive relationship, if you know that where you are being beaten or sexual abuse and you are not okay with it, please walk away. Move la. Jola, walk away. Seriously, please. That reason that is keeping you there will be the same reason that will kill you.
Exactly.
So please, if because of finance, maybe you are feeling that you're not finding it, it's better you be single than to be being like they'll be beating you every day. So please, yes, because of money. So whoever is out there, you are going through, like you are being abused every day because of a reason. Like when I leave this person, I won't get another person to sponsor me or anything. Please sponsor yourself. Work hard. Leave that relationship. Go.
Go.
Run away.
It took.
Go. Don't walk out. Run
See,
out.
My viewers, we cherish you so much, and this has been an interesting, a very educative talk show. I know you are out there and you are going through a lot of things are running through your mind. That guy that keeps beating you and telling you he's going to marry you, please, when he marries you, he's going to kill you. Okay, that lady that keeps insulting you, keep displaying you in public and all those things, please, when you marry that lady, you will never be happy. You will die young. So please, don't let anybody deceive you, and try to boost your self-esteem. Sometimes if you're going through something and you can't really talk about it to anybody, like I said, for your own safety, for someone to stop stalking you, go to the police station and make a report so that you know you are in a safe place. This has been an interesting one, like I said. Nobody talked about the financial abuse. Please, if you're in a relationship and your spouse is not giving you money, it's an abuse.
That's not what I mean.
Okay, so wait. That's a topic for another day. That's a topic for another day.
Yeah.
So this show was proudly brought to you by Sika Gold Cosmetics. Yes, beautiful skin, radiant and glowing one. Then you have to call 0548 399 794 if you want to know anything about media, camera handling, directing, script writing and anything. The best place is Palms Media College, located at Chitoti Junction. Yes, it has been an awesome one with you, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you.